Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Talk Basha. I hope you all are doing well. The match that mattered the most to us, the match where there was no room for error. We simply had to get the win. There was no other option and we exactly did that. It's Barcelona 1, Dinamo Kiev 0. We could have scored more goals. We weren't picture perfect. But what mattered the most was to get the win and we did it somehow. And our hopes of staying in the Champions League still continue. We are still in the fight. Once again, we will be talking about the match, analyzing the full match in detail. We will also be looking at what Jordi Alba and Koeman had to say after the match. All coming up in today's video. So sit back and relax and come on, let's get on with it. First of all, if we now look into the lineup, Ronald Koeman did stick with the 4-3-3 formation, but he made one change that really surprised me and also made me a little nervous. And I think many of you will agree with me on that. It was the inclusion of Luuk de Jong. Otherwise, the lineup looked like this. In goal, it was Marc-Andre ter Stegen, but he was pretty much left quiet for most of the match. There wasn't much that he could have done. There was some very nervy moments in the match, especially way down the second half. But apart from that, ter Stegen wasn't called into action very much. The two fullbacks were Jordi Alba and Oscar Mingueza, and on the night, both of them were very effective. Especially Jordi Alba. In our first half, all the attacks were coming up from that left-hand side. Even he got an assist. About that, we will be discussing in a while. He was involved, and some of the passes he was making were inch perfect. The other fullback was Oscar Mingueza, who at the night was solid. He was defensively aware. He basically knew what he was doing. The two centre-backs were Gerard Piqué and Clement Lenglet. On one hand, Lenglet was scary at some times. At one moment, way down in the second half, he got us all scared, where it could have been a possible penalty. On the other hand, Gerard Piqué, what a night by him. Stepping up when we need him the most. He scored our only goal. He was there sometimes in the opponent's half to get some headers. On the other side, he was defensively well. He was basically everywhere. Wherever we needed, Piqué was there. Coming on to our midfield, it was as we all hoped for. Sergio Busquets as the pivot, anchoring our midfield. He was Rack 1's man of the match. He was sometimes giving away possession. But apart from that, he did control the tempo of the game very well. Doing the pressing alongside Frenkie de Jong and Gavi. Both of them were rock solid. They managed to do the pressing well, sometimes helping out defensively. And one more thing that I noticed, de Jong's runs in the box. He was making those number 9 runs in the box, causing an extra threat. He could have also provided an assist. Even Gavi didn't do himself any wrong. He was very good. Now coming to our forward line, where I was a little nervous, but this time there was maybe a little fluidity in our attack. With Luuk de Jong, we did possess a little threat. And the best thing that I can say for Luuk de Jong is that in this match, he was involved at least. But he could have scored twice, even a hat-trick. But we missed easy chances. And on the two wings were Memphis Depay and Serginho Dest. Once again, Depay was involved. He didn't got any goal, but he was trying to make things happen, just like Dest was doing. Dest was as usual brilliant, just like in our last match against Valencia. He was causing problems for the Dinamo defense, doing a couple of dribbles, doing a few one-on-ones. Overall, his impact was very good. Now coming on to the match, it was the exact start that we all wanted. Under 2 minutes, Alba picks up the ball, crosses it high up, Dest meets it with a close range header, but it went wide. And to be honest, we were involved in large parts of the first half. We basically pinned Dinamo in their own half. In around 18 minutes, it was another chance. A beautiful free kick from Depay. He lays it off to Luuk de Jong, but he misses. He was even unable to hit the target, and Luuk de Jong should have done better because, to be honest, it's one of his greatest assets. Just 3 minutes later, it was another chance for Luuk de Jong. It was a mistake by the Dinamo keeper. Luuk de Jong tried to have a shot on goal from outside the box, but he was denied. He once again couldn't capitalize. Once again, minutes later, it was a corner kick from Depay. It fell to Luuk de Jong, but he failed to even hit the target again. There was lots of chances coming for Barcelona. Even in the 35th minute, Dest got a chance, but he missed. And we were all thinking, we are playing well, applying pressure. Only one thing that is lacking, that is getting the goal. And finally, in around 36 minutes, it was a laser-perfect lobbed pass by Jordi Alba from outside the box. And Piqué, what a strike by him. Hits it hard and low. Dinamo goalkeeper, no chance. Piqué gives us the lead. It was Barcelona 1, Dinamo 0. There were one or two few more chances before the first half, but we did end the first half on some positive note. Second half started, and one thing that I liked this time about Koeman is he made immediate changes, bringing on Coutinho and Ansu Fati for Luke de Jong and Oscar Mingueza. And the structure of our team did change after that, shifting to a 4-3-1-2 formation with Ansu sometimes drifting wide, Depay staying as the number 9, and Coutinho as that advanced midfielder. There was a drop in intensity from us a little. Fati tried an ambitious overhead kick around 55 minutes, and what a goal that could have been. We would have all been watching it for weeks, but unfortunately it went wide. 69 minutes, change was made. Roberto came in for Gavi. There was Ricky Puig, Nico in the bench, but we all know Koeman. At around 75 minutes, Koeman brought on Aguero for Depay because we were playing well, but we were lacking that finishing touch. There were some nervy moments at the end of the second half. We were holding on to our lead somehow, and finally we were able to do that. We got the win somehow, but it was a much needed win for us. We desperately needed it. Now looking at what Koeman and Alba had to say after the match, Ronald Koeman said, "This win keeps us alive in the Champions League and anything is still possible thanks to this win. But we have to finish the game better than we did. This is true, it does keep us in the Champions League, but we need to do better than this and we can do better than this." Now this is what Jordi Alba had to say. The sensations of the second half are not like those of the first half. We must continue with the same intensity and sentence the games. We can still improve a lot. Completely agreed. There is room for improvement, but we must now build on or try to build on these two back-to-back wins. But once again, one thing is sure, we are far, far from perfect. We need to convert our chances and there is still lots and lots of room for improvement. In a few days' time, we will be facing Real Madrid. We need to improve if we want to win against Real Madrid. But overall, we earned this. Two back-to-back wins for us and hoping to see more of these. Even there are some more great news. Ansu Fati has renewed until 2027. I will be here once again with you guys once the official presentation is done. Up till then, let's enjoy this win. So that is it for today's video, guys. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. How do you think the team performed? Up till then, don't forget to like, share, comment and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.